What it do, what it do, what it do, lineage. This is your brother Chief Flying Igara Elohim, aka the Black Identity Slayer. We are going to look at another video I actually came across on TikTok. And with that being said, literally our ancestors came to me and gave me some clarification, gave me a download as to a lot of the things that was happening because the video I did just before this one, the one I did prior to this, I spoke about, you know, Caucasian people being in fear, the majority of them, especially the ones that are actually in so-called power, because they know more than the average, right? But with that being said, they are in fear, and the ancestors confirmed that to me because they gave me a download, literally just dropped it in my mind. All right, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is after we look at this. All right, let's pay attention.
Nobody right here. It's nobody in the car. How are y'all just going in people's cars? How are y'all just going in people's cars? Nobody was over here by this car. Nobody was in the car. I got it. I got the key. I got the key. They used the little airbag thing because that's how they went in my car on M Street, and they not supposed to do that. It was nobody over here, nobody in the car, none of that. So how y'all just going in people's cars? Y'all not supposed to just go in people's cars. Nobody was in the car. Nobody was leaning on it. None of that. No, because why are y'all going in the car? Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay, back up, y'all. Back up, y'all. Okay, back up. Back up. Okay, don't push me. Okay, you pushing me. Don't push me because we didn't touch y'all. Don't push me because we didn't touch y'all. We did not touch y'all. We're trying to figure out why are you guys are going in the car. Nobody touched him, and he's touching people, pushing people.
All right, so this video is from TikTok, and it's titled "This is what they do during federal takeover. DC police explore police brutality, etc., etc., etc." Okay, so it's from Neoka Baby. All right, so like I told everybody before, I thought this was about illegal aliens and people from the Caribbean and different parts of the Americas being illegal. No, it's not. It's not. All right. This is about, like I said before, displacing the original people of the land, or, ultimately, right? And you'll see all the rounding up of people and stuff like that. But it goes deeper when I talked about, especially the Caucasian men that are pushing their powers around. Where do you think they learned that from? What most people don't know, and I wrote about it eloquently, very, very eloquently in my book, Jin Insists to Re-Evaluation, which you could actually find on Amazon and on myniji.com, right? Which I will show you in a few. I broke it down, right? What's happening is this. In Europe, there was a black plague. They have gone through many, many, many series and eras of plagues and diseases, right? Farming and everything. And the last one they had in Europe was under reconstruction, so to speak. And the black nobles, the kings and queens, all right, I'm saying black because that's what I mean. I'm talking about black, yes, not in complexion, but in character, all right, but they were people of color. You feel me? They went all over Europe rounding up their citizens, people of color included, but mostly the pale Caucasian ones, and they dumped them into the Americas. So a lot of these people that are actually in control right now, they know their history and they are afraid. You feel? So they have literally grouped every color, every individual or people that look like us, right? And they have lumped us in one group. They don't differentiate because they are literally in fear of people that look like us because of what they have went through. Now, I cannot blame them for that. Hear what I'm saying? because it's survival of the fittest. That's the type of world we live in. It's called self-preservation. That's something that our people have lost the concept of, and I'm bringing back. We have to preserve ourselves first. You feel me? So, with that being said, that's what you see happening. So, the control of the federal government is not about policies, no, because the police officers are the ones there, okay, to protect and push the policies. That's why the word police came from the word policy. Let me show you real quick, but before I show you, I'm going to take you to my website. You got to get that book. Got to. Okay? The website is, you could go ahead and take a screenshot, whatever the case is, www.myniji.com. But go ahead. You want to get this book, Jin Insists to Reevaluation. It's a book written in 3 parts, 362 pages of nothing but information that's going to elevate you. All right? Number 1, it talks about the first part of the book, talk about the true American story. All right? Not his story, but the story. Part 2, it talks about who came here in 1492, take you back to Europe and showed you exactly what happened and why it was impossible for the slave trade to happen. Okay, that's part 2. And part 3, I'm breaking down books of the Bible. You also want to get My Grandma Told Me. I mean, I've written 14 books, but you also want to get My Grandma Told Me. I Have a Little Indian in Me. It helps you with your genealogy, but it also talks about Europe as well. So you definitely want to get that. But let me go ahead and go to, let me see, where am I going? Yeah, Google. I'm going on Google. All right, give me 1 second. And we're going to look at the etymology of police. Etymology of police. So when we go into the etymology of police, it brings you back to policy. So what police officers are really there for is not to protect you, the public. No, they are there to push policies. The people that's put in place to protect you are actually the sheriff. That's the sheriff's job. But the sheriffs aren't doing their jobs because even they themselves, they sold their souls to the corporate entities. But the police officers, that's their job, to push and regulate the people so that they could literally be subjected to policies. All right, police, the regulation and control of a community, similar to sense to policy. You see that? Policy. From Greek police, which means city. That's why they have our people literally confined in cities. Let's look at policy. Here we go. Policy, management, policy, study of practice of government, good government. That's what they said, right? Political organization, civil administration. It deals with civil. All right? Government, city, control. So that's what the police is there for. However, when the federal government stepped in, they stepped in for a reason, because the United States is a corporation. So the corporation said, hey, man, listen, we are taking over. We are taking over. You dig? We are taking over. Now, Title 28, Section 3002. Hold up. Title 28, Section 3002. The United States, what does it mean? Let's go all the way down to 15A. Here we go. 15A. What does it say? Right here. United States means what? A federal corporation, an agency, department. So when the federal government stepped in, like I told you, Trump did some moves, went into the judiciary, which literally maintains control and balance, right? Went into the courts and got the approval from his own people, okay, to make sure that he has more power than the legislative body, which are the people who make the laws. So now he's above the law. So he pulled in his agents, okay, the executive branch, and brought them into the Capitol that deals with capital letters, okay, the straw people, okay, all caps. That's why you have the Capitol building. That's where the unalive people are governed. The all caps people are governed from Washington, D.C. So he took over the corporate people. And the federal agents get to do what they want. This ain't got nothing to do with illegal aliens. It ain't got nothing to do with people from the islands, or because people from the islands are not illegal on their own ancestral land. You're just illegal in the corporation, the United States. Okay? But you are not illegal on your ancestral land. There's a difference. Illegal in the United States, but not on the land. And I'm teaching my people, but a lot of you don't get it. So as you could see, the sisters I just showed you, they are actually from the United States. So why are they being interrogated? Why are you just going into the, because it's not even about what you think it is. It's about us as a collective. You feel me? My people, get out of the beast. Correct your status. Give up the black identity. Separate yourself from the all caps, because that's what they have control over, not the living man or woman. They have control over their property. Hence, they took over the Capitol building that's literally has jurisdiction over all the other states that control their subsidiaries of the federal government, which is the umbrella, or what we call the holding company, so to speak. And they have control over all the capital letters. Okay? Go look at your ID. I guarantee you on your ID, your name is in capital letters. So you are property of the Capitol building unless you have done certain things to put yourself in position and repair yourself, as in reparations. All right? So like I said, man, we the original people are the only ones that could set laws on this land. Only ones. And we get to do it as American Indians because that's the highest status on the land. That's what our ancestors gave us for protection. Nothing else. Like I told you before, I don't care what you call yourself. If it's not in law, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. All right? Once again, my email is always in the link below, man. This is your brother, Chief Flying Eagle, Ra Elohim, the Black Identity Slayer. My people, your brother know what he's talking about. I keep telling y'all, I know how to do it. I know how. The ancestors have given me a blueprint, step by step, a guide, and everything is already in place. Trust me on that.